VE1RMJ, VE1WN, testing here, Rob. How's the audio, Rob? I'm just doing a test on the radio.
Oh, VE1WN, VE1RMJ. Good, Peter. Kind of interesting. I got my node connected here, and it was like 2 seconds quicker coming into the computer than it is picking up from the repeater, so that's interesting. No, you're coming in good, and I'm just getting ready to start. I just had a couple of technical difficulties here that are all sorted. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Before we get started, do we have any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Okay, this is Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet. The name here is Robert, and I'll be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic time in the CQ Maritime's room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and also outside the Maritime provinces, and is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also live streamed on my YouTube channel. In YouTube, now that there's handles, the @ symbol and Rob of VE1RMJ. So that's Romeo Oscar Bravo, Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet. And you can find my channel here where I live stream these nets, and there's also a chat room there that people can partake in. Amateurs will be called in by province. When checking in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will have a chance to check in. A reminder that due to a delay in the system, key it for a second or two before transmitting and keep your PTT button on for a second after your transmission is finished. So first of all, before we start, do we have any announcements for the net? All right, not hearing any. I don't currently have any, so we will start with short time stations and mobile stations only, please. So short time stations and mobile stations, please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, portable VY2. Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, portable VY2. Victor Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra, V1DES. 1 Whiskey India November.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-ray, VE1 FOX.
Okay, for short time stations, I currently have VE9 Golf Charlie, VE1 DES, VE1 WIN, and VE1 FOX. Was there any other short time station?
Victor Echo 1, India, Quebec.
All right, and I added VE1 IQ in there as well. So we'll go to the top of the list here. VE9 Golf Charlie. Gordon, come on in.
V1RMJ with the Wednesday Night Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, portable VY2. Good evening, Robert, from Charlottetown. We're here on the island for some business and be heading back to the mainland tomorrow afternoon. But just wanted to pop in and say good evening, and we do have some internet issues at the moment, so I figured I better get in here quick before it drops me again. Anyway, thanks for doing that, Robert. Thanks for calling me in. And it's about hovering, I guess, around 2 degrees here at the moment. And it's going to be a brisk overnight, I think. V1 RMJ with the net, VE9GC, portable VY2.
VE1 Golf Charlie, portable in VY2 land, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Gordon, well, thanks for the check-in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. Next station I got is VE1 Delta Echo, whoops, I think I made a mistake here, Delta Echo Sierra, come on in.
V1 RMJ, V1 DES. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, all the crew on board. And like everybody, it's chilly. It was what, +3, maybe about an hour ago. I think we're heading for the minus temperatures overnight. That's fine. As long as you don't get any of that powdered stuff on the ground, I'll be a happy camper. Back to net control, V1 RMJ, VE1 DES.
VE1 DES, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Donnie, well, thanks for checking in tonight, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Next, I have VE1 WIN. Peter, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. No traffic for the net. In and out. Everybody have a great evening, 7-3s.
VE1 WIN, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Peter, thanks for the check-in. Have a good evening, 7-3. Next, VE1 FOX. Curtis, come on in.
Hey, Victor Echo 1, Romeo, Mike, Juliet, Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Good evening to you, Robert. Good evening to all other operators on this evening. Well, I had a hard day today. I woke up this morning a little late getting out to the woods, but I guess what was waiting for me in the field, I guess didn't have to wait long because I got there and we finished our job in the field and I brought him home, 6 pointers. So there we go. I'm done up with that and I'm beat right to the pulp right now. Gosh, it's rough going nowadays. You get a little older, you slow down a lot. And I think maybe this might be my last year getting out there doing that stuff. Maybe I'll go back buying beef and stuff in the store, but they're so expensive, it's just unreal. We are on a bit of a short there, so anyway, Robert, thanks for calling me into the Maritime Fusion Net this evening. All great, good sounding. I can't get over how great it sounds, you know. I should be talking on it more, but I don't know. I don't know if it's called shyness or called that you just can't get into to do it or what, but I got to work on it a little more because, Mount Mercy, it's great. It's great. So with that, I'm going to say 7-3 on anybody. Have a great evening. And we'll get back to you, Robert. VE1 RMJ with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1. Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Have a great evening there, Robert. And it sounded great, and it's a great system. VE1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray clear.
VE1 FOX, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Curtis, well, thanks for checking in, and congrats there on the successful day there. That's good to hear. And yeah, this is a good system. Works great. Be good to hear you on up our way too. Some more. You take care, and 7-3. Next we go to VE1 India Quebec. Brian, come on in.
VE1 RMJ, VE1 IQ. Good evening, Robert. And from Greenwood here, 3 degrees. And I don't even know which repeater I'm on here. I'm on one of these ones that's not programmed into the dial on the radio here. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to have to go through and dig out my programming and see what repeater I'm on. Probably AEH, but I'm not sure on that, Robert. Okay, have yourself a very good one. VE1 India, Quebec.
VE1IQ, VE1RMJ. Okay, Brian, thanks for checking in, and I can save you some time there. You were coming in through the AEH repeater there. You were coming in through that repeater. So, sounding good. You have yourself a good evening, 7-3. All right, that's the end of our short time list. So now we're going to start with Prince Edward Island. So Prince Edward Island stations only. Please call now.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
VY2 Golf Foxtrot. Anybody else on the island? All right, VY2 Golf Foxtrot. Come on in, George.
Well, good evening, Robert, and everybody on the net. Well, I'm coming through Charlottetown. Anyway, nothing much going on here, and it's grocery day tomorrow, so Robert down in the valley, if he's listening, is probably interested in that. Anyway, hope everybody has a good week, and we'll look forward to the net next Wednesday. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE1RMJ. Okay, George, thanks for coming in. I'm just looking through my email here, and I was wondering why I didn't see you in the meeting, and I had an email there for you, and it's sitting in my draft, so apologies on that one. Anyway, good to hear you there tonight. You have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, that's all for PEI. So next we're going to go to New Brunswick. Any New Brunswick stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call me.
V9, Mike Whiskey.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Papa Romeo. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Papa Romeo.
V1 Tango United.
All right, so far I got 3 stations. I got VE9 Mike Whiskey Whiskey, VE1 Juliet Papa Romeo, and VE1 Tango United. Any other New Brunswick stations in there?
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha Portable. VE9 MCA Portable.
Okay, added VE9 PAL and VE9 MCA Portable. One last try. Any other New Brunswick stations? All right, not hearing anything. We'll go up to the top of the list to VE9 Mike Whiskey Whiskey. Michael, come on in.
Good evening there, Robert. Good evening to everybody else on the frequency, on the net. Not too much to add here. I'm just going to listen to a few nets tonight and watch TV. So I'd like to say 73s to everybody, and this is V9 Mike Whiskey Whiskey, and I'm clear and listening.
VE9 Mike Whiskey Whiskey, VE1RMJ. Okay. Excuse me, Michael. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening. And I got things out of order here. My apologies to Mike. VE9 MCA Portable. Come on in.
VE1 RMJ with the Maritime Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha Portable. My FE2, good evening, Robert, and good evening to everybody checking in there, Paul. Yeah, very good. Heard Gordon in there earlier also. And yeah, very good. A beautiful day today. Bit on the chilly side, but I think it's season is finally kind of up. Traffic here, just checking with my portable here in the living room, and doing a good job. Thanks for doing the net. 7-3 to all. Have a good week. VE1RMJ, VE9MCA portable.
VE9 MCA portable VE1RMJ. Okay, Mike, you dropped out a couple times in there, but we got most of that there tonight. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening. 7-3. Right next, we got Victor Echo 1, Juliet Papa Romeo. Pat, come on in.
And everybody on the net, thanks for letting me check in here. Nothing. Midday of the week, we have a little holiday on Friday for Stick, and my son, kind of hard to forget that. So, and I hopefully maybe and celebrate his white birthday is the week after. So we kind of try to combine two with one if we can. Other than that, everybody safe. Watch out the roads when they start to get down cool. They can get a little icy. Hopefully you get your winters on. So 73 to all. Thanks, Rob, and great net so far. Enjoying it. VE1 7.
VE1 JPR, VE1RMJ. Okay, Pat, you had a couple of dropouts in there, but we got most of that. Thanks for checking in. Have yourself a good evening. 7-3. Next, we got VE1 Tango United. Dennis, come on in.
VE1 Romeo Mike Juliet. This is VE1 Tango United. Good evening, Rob. Good evening to all on the net. That was a beautiful and QTH is Fredericton, New Brunswick. Beautiful day today. It was 0 this morning on our thermometer. We're on the 3rd floor in an apartment. But it was a nice day, sunny. And we spent today driving to Woodstock, on up to Heartland to pick up a friend, and then back to Woodstock for lunch, and took him back to Heartland. So we didn't get back until about 4 o'clock. So that's pretty much of our day. And tires on the 24th of this month. Back to you, Rob. This is VE1 Tango United.
VE1 Tango United, VE1 RMJ. All right, thanks, Dennis, for the check-in, and have yourself a good evening. 7-3. And next on the list, we have VE9 Papa Alpha Lima. Paul, come on in.
VE1 RMJ, this VE9 PAL. How you doing there, Robert, and Mike, and Gordon, everybody else on that 2 degrees here? Of course, it's cooling off pretty quick there, but hey, it's November. Anyway, no traffic here. You guys all have a great week. Take care. VE9 PAL.
VE9 PAL, VE1 RMJ. All right, Paul, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, that's on the list for New Brunswick for the first round, so we will now be going to Nova Scotia. Any stations in Nova Scotia wishing to check in, please call now.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo, VE1 CSE.
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor Mobile. VE1 KEV.
Director Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey V1 JW.
VE1 Victor Echo 1 Echo Papa Delta. VE1 EPD.
All right, so far for Nova Scotia stations, I got VE1 CSE, VE1 KEV Mobile, VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 Juliet Whiskey, and VE1 Echo Papa Delta. Any other Nova Scotia stations I missed?
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, JBL.
VE1 Zulu X-Ray, VE1 ZX.
Got VE1 JBL and VE1 Zulu X-Ray. One more try. Any other Nova Scotia stations in there?
Victor Echo 1, Echo Charlie Charlie.
All right, and we added VE1 Echo Charlie Charlie. All right, we'll go and take our mobile there, VE1 KEV. Kevin, come on in.
Very good evening, Robert. VE1 RMJ from VE1 Kilo Echo Victor Mobile. Good evening there. Good evening to all on the net there this evening. We're just out here cruising around there this evening and enjoying one of them mocha peppermint mochas there from McDonald's. Anyway, beautiful evening, +2 on the dashboard here, Robert, and moon's full by the looks of her there. It's one of them crazy moons, but anyway, it's a beautiful evening nonetheless. Thanks for doing that, Robert. Thanks for calling us in. 7-3 V1 RMJ, V1 KEV Mobile.
VE1 KEV Mobile, VE1 RMJ. All right, Kevin. Well, hey, sounds like you're having a good evening there, cruising around and sipping on that latte there. Good stuff. Thanks for the check-in, and you guys have a great evening. 7-3. All right, next we go to VE1 Charlie Sierra Echo. Robert, come on in.
VE1 RMJ, VE1 CSE. Good evening to you, Rob. Now on frequency. Yeah, I was over at Walmart today to get my flu shot. So I guess I still have to book a COVID appointment for the 4th booster there. Pretty well timed to get it. And well, everyone's sounding good here. Just sitting back and listening as I'm reading. And I'll say 7-3 for now. And everyone have yourselves a great and safe evening. And look forward to your check-ins tomorrow morning there. VE1 VE1 CSE.
VE1 CSE, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Robert, well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, next we go to Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo. Mike, come on in.
VE1, Robert, I should say good evening, neighbor. And everybody on the net, community to name. And I hear Kevin's out and about. I see him showing up on the radio there on A-Press, and so it's good. A busy day here. I also can say it was a great day, and so nothing else to report from here. So thanks for doing that, VE1 Zulu Bravo.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Mike, well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a good evening. 7-3. All right, next VE1 Juliet Whiskey. Eric, come on in.
And good evening, Robert. All that seems like you got a good net going tonight. I did a few errands this morning. Had coffee with a friend over at the mall for a little bit and had a nice chat. And did a couple little quick things outdoors this afternoon, and then come in and mid-afternoon, I guess, and get on after the 8. And this afternoon, got a few new context TV. This afternoon's got a few new countries on 60, so that was a bit exciting. A lot of times when I had here it snow, noticed this afternoon there was some activity there, slowing down, and made 10 or 8 which were new countries on 60 meters, so that's always good. Other than that, just listening along with interest, the JW. VE1 JW, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Eric, a couple little drops there, but we got pretty much everything. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. Next is VE1 Echo Papa Delta. Edwin, come on in.
VE1 RMJ, VE1 EPD. Good evening, Robert, and all on frequency. Well, it was a lay day for me today. Didn't do very much. Just went around, checking the horse and going back and forth. So, not much else. Right now, temperature is exactly +3, and seems to be going down. So, might be cold tonight. Anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings when tomorrow comes around. VE1 RMJ, VE1 EPD.
VE1 EPD, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Edwin, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. All right, next we have Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Jim, come on in.
VE1 RMJ and Maritime Fusion at VE1 JBL. Good evening, Robert, and all on frequency. Sounds like you're going to have a good net here, so we're just monitoring in the background here, Robert. So have yourself a good one. Thanks very much for checking me in. Thanks for doing the net there. Look forward to the recap after it's all said and done there. VE1 RMJ from VE1 JBL. Jim Dignish, 7-3.
VE1 JBL, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Jim. Well, yeah, things are going along pretty good so far. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. And now we go over to VE1 Zulu X-Ray. Brad, come on in.
VE1 RMJ from VE1 Zulu X-Ray. Very good evening, Rob. It's +5 here in Two Islands. We're coming through the Two Island repeater via Elon's Musk is one of his satellites here tonight there, Rob. Thanks for doing the night net, and thanks for checking me in there, Rob. V1 RMJ with the Fusion net, V1 Zulu X-Ray, Brad, and Two Island First, bro.
VE1 ZX, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Brad. Well, thanks for checking in, and have a great evening. 7-3. And next on the list is VE1 Echo Charlie Charlie. Craig, come on in.
VE1 RMJ, VE1 ECC. Morning, Rob. Thanks for calling me in. Just making my drive home from work. I decided to stay late and try to crank through a little bit of marking and then take part in what seems to be a regular Wednesday night routine where I listen to this on the way home instead of broadcast radio. So, all well and good. I didn't declare as a mobile. I was kind of hoping to get behind the airport hill and see what the coverage was like to the CDN repeater, but you cleared a list too quick, and I'm not over the hill. So, well, literally I'm not over the hill. Figuratively I might be. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day. VE1 ECC saying 73s to all.
VE1 ECC, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Craig. Well, it's great to hear you in there, and you have yourself a good evening, 7-3, and safe travels. All right, that's the bottom of the list, so that's one round for the Maritimes. So now we're going to reach out and see if there's anybody outside of the Maritimes that are waiting to get in. So any stations outside of the Maritimes, please call now. November 1 Charlie, Delta November, N1 CDN portable.
Victor Alpha 6, Fox Papa.
All right, so far for outside the Maritimes, I got N1 CDN and VA6 FP. Was there any other stations in there I missed? All right, hearing no more stations, we'll call in N1 CDN portable. Come on in, Steve. Yeah, good afternoon, good evening. N1 CDN in Tampa Bay returning. We're just trying to figure out whether we're being too passive. We'll get a hurricane just formed out in the Atlantic and it's coming straight at us, but I don't think it's going to be anything. So, but it's funny watching my neighbors having to take down their Christmas decorations. That's what you get for putting them up too early. But yeah, everything's fine down here. I suspect I'll be going to work tomorrow nonetheless, as the remnants of the hurricane will be passing over Tampa. But all is well down here from the south. Good to hear, everybody, and hope you guys have another great week, and we'll catch up to you guys next time around. So back to net control, N1 CDN in Tampa Bay. N1 CDN, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Steve. Well, yeah, we might be getting a visit. We are going to be getting a visit of what's left of Nicole when it's done moving through land and getting back out in the ocean again. So probably not going to be anything really huge, but you never know. So hopefully it's not too bad either down there for you guys. And yeah, it is a little early for those Christmas decorations, and maybe Mother Nature's sending a little reminder of that there. But yeah, hopefully it's not going to be too bad for anybody down there or anywhere. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening. 7-3. All right, next station I have is Victor Alpha 6. Let me get in the system here. I have Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Papa. Francis, come on in.
VE1 RMJ for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FP. Good evening to you, Rob, and good evening to everyone back home in the Maritimes. Hopefully everything is going well and your weather is staying pretty good, at least, I hope. Can't say the same thing out here. You probably heard from us last week. Their winter is definitely settling in here in the prairies. Snowpack averaging 17 centimeters here. And we had a cold overnight, minus 29.5 or so, somewhere thereabouts there this morning, just before sunrise. And looks like we're going to get the same overnight. They still have an extreme cold warning. So we'll try to keep that cold weather over this way as long as we can before it gets released and starts sending its way east there. We don't want to send it to you, but I got a funny feeling it's going to start sneaking eastward before we know it. Other than that, no other traffic. Thanks so much for doing it, and thanks for checking us in. Wishing everyone a great week ahead. We'll say 7-3 all around. VE1 RMJ from VA6FP in Wainwright, Alberta.
VA6FP, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Francis. Yeah, the weather's been pretty wild here. We've had the last couple of weeks. We've had really warm weather, like 10 degrees above normal, and well, today, last night and today was kind of, well, we actually started yesterday and today have been bringing us back down to seasonal and chilly, but nothing like what's going on up there. Anyway, hopefully it'll be not a sign of a really rough winter, just some of the glitches in Mother Nature right now. Anyway, thanks for the check-in, and have a good evening, 7-3. Alrighty, now we're going to go back to Prince Edward Island and see if we can get some more stations there. So, Prince Edward Island stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now. I'm going to try one more time for Prince Edward Island stations. Please call now. All right, let's move back over to New Brunswick. Any other New Brunswick stations that would like to check in, please call now.
Victor Echo 9 Alpha India, VE9 AI.
Victor Echo 9 Juliet Charlie Tango.
All right, so far I have a VE9 AI and a VE9 JCT. Was there any other New Brunswick stations in there? Okay, not hearing any, so we'll go to VE9 AI. Gary, come on.
MJ, Net Control, E9 AI, Gary and Fredericton. We're just mobile here, trying out our new 200 DR radio. Anyway, night out, +6 here right now, so gonna get colder, I think, in the week. No traffic or any in from here, I guess, so control, VE9 AI.
VE9 AI, VE1RMJ. Okay, Gary, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And next we go to VE9 Juliet Charlie Tango. Jean-Claude, come on in.
Yeah, very good evening to you and good evening to all. Yeah, I just got in the shack here. I heard Francis was on when I came down, when I turned on the radio. And hi to Francis all over out west. And Francis, the internet, we started the on the IRE system, and he's not with us yet. He had surgery, some kind of medical problem, but might join us later on. Hopefully he will. Other than that, all okay, I guess. So we'll listening 7-3 all around from Shediac, New Brunswick, and back to Net Control, V9 JCT.
VE9 JCT, VE1RMJ. Okay, Jean-Claude, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. All right, that's the bottom of the list there, and now we're going to go to Nova Scotia for our second round. Nova Scotia stations wishing to check in, please call now.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Hotel, Lima.
VEA1 Victor.
All right, so far I have VE1 CHL and VA1 Victor Charlie. Was there any other Nova Scotia stations in there we missed?
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra.
All right, and we got VE1 Juliet Sierra there. So let's go to the top of the list of VE1 CHL. Scott, come on in.
V1 RMJ, V1 CHL, good evening there, Robert, and everyone that's listening. Not too much going on here in Bowell Hill. Don't like the darkness early in the evening anymore. Hopefully it's almost time to switch them back. Hope everyone has a good evening. 7-3 VE1 CHL.
VE1 CHL, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Scott, thanks for checking in. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of this darkness in the evening, but we got 6 more weeks of it. Days getting shorter, and then they're going to slowly start getting longer again. Thanks for the check-in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. Next we go to Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie. Don, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, and good evening to everyone on the net. I was over on the Chester repeater for a while, so come to this one later in the hour. It's a little better, I guess, like both of them. Anyway, it's not too bad over here. The wind really died here. I was out there this morning just for 5 minutes, and it felt like I was standing outside in January because the wind was hard, and it was 1 degree or something here. I was wishing I had a hood to put up over my head, but I got right back inside pretty quick there, so I believe there's a lot of sore throats and cough going around. It's not COVID, I don't think. Probably there's over now, but from what I hear from most folks that get it, Rob, is just a sore throat and a bit of a lung congestion there, so I always take acetylene. That's what I want to store folks at one time, so I have a little really opposite. It's quite surprising. But anyway, and we're just taking it easy, like you said. It's getting darker and cooler now, and I always see the odd animal running around. I see the gray squirrel. He'll steal on that from the red squirrel. The red squirrel steal away from the chipmunks. Chipmunks are still out there, actually. I thought they'd be undercover, but it must be the warm. But they're all there wasn't that many nuts on the trees this year, and I'm not feeding out there, so anyway, they're going to have to fight between themselves there. It's survival. I had to enter on my advice, but I'll make up my mind then. I don't really want to do it with the pine trees bleeding from the sapsuckers, and this old palliated woodpecker eating into the house. I got a great big hole to repair, and eating pecking holes in everything around the edge of those. I can't kind of hit up with the birds now, so I think that time has been here and gone. Anyway, everybody have a good evening, and try to stay safe as possible, and I'll say that's it. That's the reason.
VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Don, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening, 7-3. Now, the next station, I don't think I've worked you before, so if I can get your name as well for the log, that'd be great. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra. Go ahead.
Everyone JS. Yes, I'm a newbie on this. I just got this radio on Monday, so PM good. Very pleased with it so far. Name is John. I live in St. on Bigby Neck. And Friday on the way. When he started, her temperature was down around 1.9, something like that. And 0.4. And the way to the southeast, calm at the moment. But artist net. If I make any mistakes as a newbie, please tell me, and
7-3 call for now. V1 RMJ in it. Yeah.
VE1 Juliet Sierra, VE1 RMJ here. There was a few dropouts there on you. You're pretty good, but a few dropouts, and I don't know if you gave me your name or not. Your call comes up with John David, so I'm not sure what you go by. Could you just give me your name one more time, please?
Roger, his name is John. Juliet Oscar, hold November. Go ahead.
All right, I got that there for the log. All right, great to have you, and hope to hear you again next week. VE1JS, VE1 RMJ, 7-3. All right, that's on the list, and now we open it up to everyone anywhere that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
VE9 Mike Kilo, VE9MK.
And Victor Echo 9, November Alpha, VE9NA.
All right, so far I have VE9MK and VE9NA. Any other stations anywhere that would like to check in to the net, please call now.
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima, VA1BIL.
AC.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November. The fourth time. India November, test 123. Some.
All right, I got VA1BIL in there, VY2JC, and VE9PIN. You're in there, but you were breaking up on your transmission there. All right, we'll take that for now. We'll go to the top of the list to VE9 MK. Mike, come on in.
Well, good evening, Jim. Good evening, everybody. I really don't have much to add. I often forget about this net for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway, I had heard somebody on the Maritime net mention that the Fusion net was going on. Wowzers, I should pop on down to the 2 meters and check in. Just I don't often do it, so I thought, well, here I am. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Just want to say hello to everybody. 7-3 and of course 88 where that applies. 1 RMJ, VMK.
VE9MK, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Mike. Well, you're sounding good in there tonight. Thanks for the check-in, and have a great evening. 7-3. Okay, next station I have on the list is Victor Echo 9 November Alpha. Nelson, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. Good evening to everyone on the net. Good evening to Joe that I just heard. And everyone that did check in. Not much to add here, Rob. Beautiful day here today, although it's on the cool side. But again, it's a lot better than yesterday. It was kind of windy yesterday for sure. Had to hold up to your hat. But anyway, today. So anyway, thanks for doing the net, Rob, and call me, and we'll turn it back to you, Rob. V1, RNA, ENA.
VE9 NA, VE1RMJ. Okay, Nelson, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening. 7-3. Next we have Victor Alpha 1 Bravo India Lima. Bill, come on in. Victor Alpha 1 Bravo India Lima. Are you there, Bill? All right, not hearing anything, so we will now move on to VY2JC. Joe, come on in.
Yeah, excuse me, V1RMJ in the CQ Maritime Net VY2 Juliet Charlie. Elkton repeater. I tried to check in on members repeater. I guess you're not hearing me there on that one. I can hear it, but just not quite enough go-go juice, I guess. Anyway, no traffic here. I Nelson and I to Bill there, wherever he went, and everybody on the frequency. Have a good one. V1 Charlie Western end of the mud flap, over.
VY2JC, VE1RMJ. Okay, Joe, good to hear you in there. Major in before the end of the net. And I'll give Bert another try there after this next station. Yeah, thanks for checking in, and 7-3. All right, next we got Victor Echo 9 Papa India November. Bert, come on in.
Good evening, everyone. Should be going okay there. I had 4 eyes, but I guess you couldn't get in. So I went to check out the board this time, and I saw myself on the board. I said, well, I should. Gentlemen, yesterday and the day before was crazy L wind. A lot of trees fell down, a lot of power lines went down. Today was merely nicer there. We had, +5, I think, +8. So have a good middle of the week and a good rest of the week, and stay safe. 7-3. So.
V9 PIN, VE1RMJ. Okay, Bert. Thanks for checking in. There's a few drop-offs there at the beginning, but it leveled out there, and we got pretty much everything you were saying. Yeah, have a good evening. 7-3. All right, next we'll try to get Bill in there again. Victor Alpha 1 Bravo India Lima. Are you there, Bill?
VE1RMJ VA1 BIL. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you in there now, Bill. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm coming in a different repeater now. It must be a problem with the one I was on earlier. Yeah, I guess that's why I couldn't get in. I've been at it all since the net started, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, I don't have any traffic. Thanks for doing the net there, Rob, and everybody. I noticed there's some problems, it seems, with the system tonight. VA VIL 7-3.
VA1 VIL, VE1RMJ. All right, Bill. Yeah, it seems like there's a few little glitches out there this evening. Glad we got you in there, though. 7-3, and have a good evening. All right, bottom of the list. We're gonna put out another call for any stations anywhere that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie. VE3AC, Frank in Sudbury, Ontario.
I have VE9 DEN and VE3 Alpha Charlie. Any other stations?
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Hotel Mike.
And we added VE9 Oscar Hotel Mike. All right, we'll go to the top of the list and bring in VE9 Delta Echo November. Danny, come on in.
Hi there, Robert. No traffic from Dalhousie. Just put the call sign on the log there. VE9DEN.
VE9 DEN, VE1 RMG. Okay, Danny, well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, next we go to Victor Alpha 3 Alpha Charlie. Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie. Frank, come on in.
Well, VE1 RMJ, Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie. Good evening to you and to the rest of the gang on the Maritime Evening Net here, and just to be able to come in and say hello to everyone. Beautiful day today on this end, and my wife was just telling me that we're expecting snow. Actually, we're not. Our neighbors above us, Timmins and Thunder Bay and all of them are expecting snow tonight, just north of us. But anywhere from 15 to 20 meters, 24 centimeters. So hopefully we do miss it, because I'm not quite ready for the white stuff yet. But anyways, and nice hearing everyone. With that, back to net control. VE1 RMJ, Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie. Way to hand the 73s to everyone.
VA3 Alpha Charlie, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Frank, yeah, that's snow. That's a bad word there. Hi. Nothing in our forecast yet, so we'll have to see what happens. Take care, and 7-3. All right, next station. I don't think I've worked you before, so if I get your name, please, for the log. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Hotel Mike. Come on in.
VE9 RMJ, this is VE9 OHM. Name's Amanda, and I'm calling in from Lutz Mountain. Just got back from Alaska last week. I was doing some radio work at a high-frequency station called Harp up there. And I came back to the airport, lost my luggage, my car's NOx sensor was working, and I had COVID. I wore a mask everywhere on the plane, but no one else did. Anyway, apparently in my trip I had COVID, so it's nice to check into that again. It's been a while. Those who know I've just moved into a house next door, and spent my time with COVID painting and patching, starting to finally feel at home in a house here in Lutz Mountain. And it's nice to hear everyone on the net. Nice to check in. Thanks for doing a good job. And 7-3.
VE9 OHM, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Amanda, well, it's great to hear you in there, and sorry to hear about the COVID and things, and then all the other things when you came home, the negative stuff, and hopefully on the mend there, and everything turns around for you. Hope to hear you again. 7-3. Have a great evening. Alrighty, bottom of the list, and it is now 8:02 Atlantic time here, so we got to start wrapping things up here soon. So I will issue our second last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Any stations anywhere that would like to get in here before we close things down, please call now.
Echo 9, Romeo Sierra Hotel.
Okay, got a VE9 Romeo Sierra Hotel. Any other stations? All right, VE9 RSH. Reg, come on in.
Thanks for the call-in. Not much to report here in Berry Mills. Quiet day, most likely. Just a day at work. So, anyways, just want to say 73, give you a mark on the slate, and nothing else to report. Back at control.
VE9 RSH, VE1 RMJ. Okay, Rich. Well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening. 7-3. Okay, well, we're going to issue our last call for the net. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now. Okay, well, not hearing any response to our last call, we will now close the net. We had 36 check-ins tonight, so not bad at all. Would like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. Would also like to thank the owners of the repeaters and nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in, and also the hams outside our area. A recap of the net will be included in an email reminder next week. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.MikeAlphaAlphaRomeoCharlie.CharlieAlpha and click on Club Activities /nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritime's room is now open for general use. This is a Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet signing off. Good night all.